Yo guys, what's up? It's WarSpirit bringing you a What's New video today with a recap of the first week of Beta Phase 2. First thing I want to say is, man, Blizzard have been doing an amazing job with the game so far. Seriously, this game is going to be huge. It has to be huge in the future. Last night, I ended up playing and streaming for over 6 hours. Wasn't planned or anything, I just sat down and played and couldn't stop. It was just, had so much fun last night. It was awesome. There's quite a few highlights of it up on my Twitch channel as well, and obviously the whole broadcast will be there. The first thing I want to show you for the What's New part of Overwatch is the new game mode, which you're currently seeing on screen. It's a new game mode called Control. It's pretty much King of the Hill, but it fits perfectly into Overwatch's style of a first-person shooter. What you've got is your two standard teams of Overwatch, all the heroes as usual. Just pick whatever you want, play whatever you want, and what they have to do is attack this control point in the middle of the map. Now this control point has got lots of nice choke points coming into it from the two teams' spawn rooms. At the start of the game, the control point takes 30 seconds to unlock, and then it's up to the teams to try and capture this control point and defend it. While you hold the control point, your little ticker goes up. Once you hit 100%, you win the round. It's a really basic concept, so it's pretty easy to pick up this game mode, and it is a lot of fun. The matches are just pure action packed. There is no time to chill out. There is just go in, team fight, and the battle just swings around like crazy in a lot of matches. Sometimes it's very one-sided, but most of the time the battle is swinging around side to side. One team's attacking, one team's defending, switching, all this sort of thing. So it is a lot of fun. Once you win the first round, or the other team wins the first round, then it goes on to the next section of the map. So each map, there's 2 new maps in this beta phase 2 with the control game mode implemented in them, and each of these maps have 3 locations inside the map, 3 different areas which each have a control point. So each area is split per round. So once one round finishes, you play the next round, and if you tie with the enemy team, you go 1-1 over the 2 rounds, then you get to see the third and final part of the map, and that is the tiebreaker part of the map as well. So best of 3 rounds, King of the Hill. Can't really say that that's not an awesome game mode for Overwatch to have at all. I was really looking forward to a game mode, as I said in one of my previous commentaries, that encouraged a bit more movement around the map. Lots of control points or moving control points. Anything really to encourage a team to rotate around a map together and maybe predicting the movements of the enemy team as well. Back to control point. I'm actually playing a lot of McCree in this game mode, purely because of his fragging potential here. You've got people constantly rushing the point, so you just throw down your stun grenade and right click them, one shot on them, all that sort of crazy stuff with McCree. And then you've got characters which don't see so much use in other modes, like Junkrat, coming into control point and just absolutely dominating this game mode because of the spam. Like, he can just fire that control point constantly with mines, grenades and traps, and it's just crazy damage he can put out at the end of the round. So it's nice to see that this new game mode has encouraged new team compositions, which is exactly another point I made that I wanted to see the new game mode bring, was new team compositions. So it's really cool for that as well. What else has changed in Overwatch with the new beta phase? Well, one of the big changes is changes to all characters in the game and the way that they generate their ultimate abilities. Blizzard has completely changed the way you earn your ultimate in Overwatch. Previously, in the first phase of beta, dealing damage to an opponent generated their ultimate as much as it generated your ultimate. So you were actually helping the enemy team by dealing damage to them. Blizzard has completely removed this, so now dealing damage to an enemy hero only generates ultimate for yourself. It doesn't generate ultimate for the enemy hero. Of course, when you do deal damage to the enemy hero, if you don't kill him and the enemy healer heals that person up, then you're generating ultimate for the enemy healer. But that's okay. That's not as bad as what it used to be, where you were generating ultimates for the entire enemy team just by killing them, basically. What's going to happen is, if a team is steamrolling, they're going to steamroll pretty hard because they're generating way more ultimates than the enemy team is. To counter this, Blizzard has added a passive generation to the ultimate, which I also really like, because it's just the same as Titanfall's Titan. Everyone gets a Titan. You don't have to be a super pro. You don't have to go on a massive kill streak to get your Titan to call in. Everyone gets their ultimate in Overwatch eventually. and you can be super bad and do nothing all game, and you'll eventually get an ultimate and you'll get to press Q and maybe get a multi-kill and think you're fucking awesome at the game. Obviously you want to be dealing the damage and healing your teammates to generate your ultimate faster, so that's how the new ultimate system works, and it's great. Thank you, Blizzard, for that. The new patch did bring a lot of bugs with it, but Blizzard has really been on the ball for fixing those bugs. Patches have been coming out pretty regularly, fixing map glitches on the new maps and some overlay issues they were having. One of the ones that I got in the very first game that I played when I came back, big blue things appearing on my screen, they patched that, so that's good. And then of course there's the balance changes to a lot of heroes in the game. So 2 heroes were reworked majorly, which was Bastion and Torbjorn. They saw quite a bit of play in the first week, and quite a lot of frustration came through regarding the changes to them. The Blizzard sort of made them a bit too powerful. So this week, a week after the patch actually came out, Blizzard released a new patch which toned down Bastion and Torbjorn quite a bit again, so those 2 characters aren't so much of an issue. They're very similar to what they were before. Bastion doesn't have his shield anymore, instead he can spin around in 360 degrees. He did get a massive health and armor boost while in sentry mode, but that got changed with the latest patch, so he's now super squishy again and actually needs some team coordination to protect him. Same as Torbjorn, his turrets required a lot of teamwork to take them out and not so much teamwork to set them up, and not so much effort from him to set them up, so he's been changed. The repair time is back up on the turret, it takes longer to repair the turret, but Torbjorn's turret does deal more damage. It is free now instead of costing some of his scraps. He can spam his armor packs whenever he has enough scrap for them, no cooldown on that, and his own weapon as well deals quite a bit more damage. It's pretty frustrating getting killed by that Torbjorn mini shotgun, whatever it is. The other big character that got quite a big change was Mercy, and I went over that in my Mercy Stage 1 video a couple of days ago, so go check that out for all the Mercy goodness. Pretty sick gameplay of Mercy there in that video. Apart from that, there are still heroes that I want to see changes be made to. Genji is currently a pain in everyone's ass right now. He is causing a lot of problems in pubs and in competitive play of Overwatch. I think his kit is just fully loaded. He is way too mobile, way too hard to track, and just his combo damage is just insane. One-shotting a lot of characters, and if he plays it really well, he can just one-shot a full team. The other big character I want to see changed is D.Va. My D.Va Stage 1 video uploaded in Phase 1 talked about how bad D.Va is and how she's missing a lot of things that could potentially make her better and more rewarding and fun to play, and those points I made in that video still stand today. She actually got nerfed coming into this just because of in competitive play, stacking D.Vas saw a lot of use, which was pretty OP, but nerfing a hero because of hero stacking seemed pretty unfair, especially considering a lone D.Va isn't so much good, and really not a whole lot has changed on the D.Va side of things just yet, so I'm hoping to see some changes there, because I love D.Va and I really want to play her as much as I can. Just flying around in my big pink mech. Actually, I bought a skin for it. It's now a big black mech. Fantastic. And yes, there is now a progression system where you level up and earn loot boxes where you can unlock things like skins and sprays and voice lines and emotions for your characters. So that's interesting as well. I'll get a video up of that showing you some loot box openings and stuff at some point. Quite possibly the best leveling up system in a first person shooter game since the good old days where there were no leveling up systems. Like, honestly, the only things you get from leveling up are cosmetics. That's exactly what I want in a first person shooter game. To finish this video off, I think one of the biggest things Overwatch currently needs is a solo play game mode where you don't get placed in a match against people who are teamed up in a party, because I see a lot of people complain about it in pubs. The question that's always asked when you're losing is, are you guys in a party? And it's frustrating because you're losing games simply because you're playing against guys who are talking to each other. So maybe not in beta because it's kind of limited, there's maybe not enough player population to support 2 separate queuing systems, but definitely in full release I hope to see a version of solo queue and a version of party queue in Overwatch. That's going to wrap up this video for today anyway, guys. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay there. In the background, some sick McCree plays and the control point game mode there. I hope you'll agree. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.